You're kind of all in the same boat. You drink in the same place. There's not some fancy place that, a restaurant or a bar that no one can go to except for the super rich. We're all in it together, and I love that. So grew up in East Belfast. I was there, born and bred, stayed until my late 20s, early 30s. My work is maybe hard to understand initially, what I do. I'm trained as a philosopher, and I use philosophy and psychoanalytic theory to explore how to live well. I'd written my first book. I was living in the village. I was doing a small tour in America. I was on my own doing these small venues, and my agent said, listen, there's a family would love you to do a talk at their house. And it was a very wealthy family, the Wayne Manor type house. And I gave a talk in their basement. And at the end, the guy, we're chatting away, we're getting on well, and he says, how do you support yourself? And at the time I was on unemployment benefit. He says, I want to be your patron, fly out to America. He says, I'll support you for 3 years. And if by the end of 3 years you can't make a living doing what you're doing, well then get a real job. So it's like winning the lottery and not even entering. Didn't even buy a ticket. And somebody from living in the village on unemployment benefit, and a guy says, I'll support you for 3 years. I was led away from Northern Ireland kicking and screaming. I am a painfully content person, not completely. Like my dad was worse. He was so content. He was like a Zen master without knowing it. When I got the opportunity to go to America, I said no, and I kept saying no until this guy who became my very close friend, he says, Pete, you don't have to do anything. You can take the money and just sunbathe, go to Hawaii, do whatever. He says, I'm giving you this opportunity, just take it. I really enjoyed moving to America. I enjoyed 15 years out of Belfast. Eventually, I came back partly because I think I wanted to be in that space again, to kind of refill my batteries. In LA, for example, everything has to be for a reason, a spiritual reason. Whether you're doing well or not in Ireland and in Northern Ireland, you're kind of all in the same boat. You drink in the same place. There's not some fancy place that, a restaurant or a bar that no one can go to except for the super rich. We're all in it together, and I love that.